Maxine, and today we'll be looking at Kandinsky's Improvisation number 31. We will start by looking at the painting's formal qualities or its elements, such as shape, line, and color. The first thing we're going to talk about today is shape. In this painting, Kandinsky uses a variety of shapes. The shapes in this painting are both geometric as well as organic. These shapes also vary in color and size as well. There are really hardly any two shapes that are quite similar. The next concept we're going to talk about is line. Kandinsky also uses a variety of line to enhance this painting. Some of these lines are either just broad strokes of one solid color or are thin and dark. In some cases, they also can mimic texture and movement by looking like either splashes or ripples, something that we will get into later. A very important part of this painting is color. It's obvious that this painting is very colorful and almost borders on chaotic. The chaos of all this color almost makes you think as though there isn't one focal point. However, Kandinsky places one black shape in the bottom right-hand corner that is darker than the rest and grabs your attention. This is a great example of emphasis. Kandinsky also seems to use color to hint at space or perspective. Once you start to make out some of the shapes, you realize that they are painted a very bright color and that the space around them is a lighter or muted color. By doing this, Kandinsky makes it appear as though some of the shapes, the darker or brighter ones, are in the foreground and the lighter ones are in the background, receding into space. Although not much, there is a certain amount of texture in this painting. Some of the brushstrokes are visible, which adds texture, as well as the overlapping of shapes. By overlapping different shapes and colors, Kandinsky almost makes the shapes look like it could be a collage. An important element in this painting is space. At first, this painting seems very flat. This can be because of how cluttered the canvas is or the colors that Kandinsky uses. However, the overlapping of these shapes, as we just discussed, does add a certain amount of depth. Upon closer observation, you can also see the image of a receding river into the top of the canvas. This use of perspective is a great way to show space. Balance is the last thing that I will discuss today. Like we discussed with some of the other elements, the chaos of this painting can make us think that there is absolutely no balance in this image. On the contrary, Kandinsky uses a few strategically placed shapes to help balance out this painting. An example of this is the large yellow shape in the upper left-hand corner being balanced by the black shape on the lower right corner. He also places the same color red in both the upper right corner and the lower left. These little tricks are what can help you or any other painter from keeping your painting looking too lopsided. This is just a brief overview of some of the formal elements of Kandinsky's Improvisation 31. I hope this was informative and will help you feel confident in starting your own art critiques.